Never a dull day. Alright, and we are recording, and we're already live. We've been live for 12 minutes. Ah, my back. Okay. I want to adjust the volume first. It is too loud. It's not like it that loud. There we go. Alrighty. First off, we now live in the Drifter camp instead of in space. I do love space, but at the same time, this has more room to just walk around and to talk and the views that you can see here. I do need to get used to transferring between decks, though. Let's go outside for a bit. People always yell at me to go outside anyway. I might as well go outside in the video game, where it's not -1 degrees outside. -2? Whatever it's called. Here we have a beautiful landscape. By the way, that's -1 or 2 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, if you're in Celsius, that's like, I don't know, -20? It's really cold is the point. And the mic can pick up the birds screaming at me from the other room. Fantastic. Alright. We have that view. We have waterfalls. And if we go into the bottom of the ship, my room actually looks out into the water, which is quite beautiful. It's like having a fish tank, except you're the fish. I do wonder, like, that is the orbiter that we fly around in. Or is that the lander, technically? Because if that's the... What are those? I didn't notice those before. Are those, like, nets or flags, or... Well, let me jump up to them. I don't know what those are. They're cool. Anyway, if that's the orbiter that we fly around in, what's this? That has, like, 90% of my ship. This has, like, you know, where I sleep, and where the helmet is. Like, here, we'll go down and take a look. Into the hole. There we go. Like, here's the rest of my ship. So why... Where'd the lander go? Where'd the orbiter go? Also, why don't I usually have this beautiful view? Like, it's not much of a view. I'm in a cave, but, you know, the ceiling. That's such a nice feature. Alright, let's see what we have in the forge today. Ah, yes, we are building Mirage Prime. How exciting. Do we have... No, I might be missing just one part to build it. Let's take a look. Oh, I've also been farming Haro Prime, mostly off-screen. So we have the blueprint, the systems, the chassis. We're just missing the neuroptics that are ready to go. Also, I have, like, no Oracle cells. So we might be farming for those today. That might be today's plan. Where was it? M for Mirage. Yep, we have no Oracle cells. So, let's get some. Oh! I think I already fashion framed this guy for you. You want to know something cool? When you send out his one, the shadow, it still keeps its ephemera. So I can have the bats flying around while I'm still in this form. Double the edgy. As it should be. In here... I did get this background. It was pretty cool. I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it from the trader when he was in town. But look at that. Like, sure, it's not the beauty and the vastness of space, but that's darn pretty. What do you think, chat? Which is cooler, in your humble opinion, or not so humble opinion? Do you prefer the vastness of space, or the depths of the ocean? Which would you rather explore? Right. Volume is still too loud. I like things quiet. Personally, I'm more of a space kind of guy, 90% of the time. The ocean is terrifying. But For the last 6 years of playing this game, I've always been in space, so being able to stop on Earth for a while is pretty cool. Pretty chill. Did I get everything I need to do? Oh no, I have to swap out rooms, costumes, so that I can get farm for parts. There we go. Look at that. I'm so pleased with this. Oops, I forgot to select it. Rookie mistake. I don't get much sleep, chat, so you'll have to bear with me if I make some mistakes. My new wake up time is 5 AM, and I am a night owl, so it's been an experience these last couple weeks. Let's see. We want to farm. Well, we might as well do the sorting now. We are going. Don't get distracted. We are going to farm. Great, I forgot. Oracle cells. All right, so are they here? No. Are they here? No. Are they here? No. This is like Dora the Explorer levels of. It's right there. Where? There. And here it is, Oracle cell. Let's play a couple rounds of, I don't know, defense mission? Ooh. I don't know what vampire mode does. We're not gonna worry about it. All I needed for Haro is more Axie Prime, or Axie Relics for the... I think the Neuroptics are Axie Relics. If that's the case, I can go to the Interception mission, and I should be able to hold down at least two nodes as Necros. He's pretty strong. So the plan today was to play some Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War 2. I've heard great things about that game, and lately I've honestly been really missing strategy games. I'm a huge StarCraft fan, and although, you know, Blizzard just got bought by Microsoft, I've had not the greatest opinion of Blizzard for the last 3 years-ish. I don't know. So I've kind of been in the market for a new strategy game, and it's hard to find a good, fun, simple RTS like StarCraft. You know, it has interesting lore, it has fun gameplay, and, you know, it's not a turn-based game that will take me weeks to play. It's just in and out, 40-minute mission, done. And I find that a lot of fun. I was like 90% of my childhood. You may think I'm exaggerating, but you are wrong. The sheer number of hours I have in StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 are incredible. Now, not as much as a Grandmaster player or anything like that, but for a kid who didn't have internet access and just got a StarCraft 1 key, it was... like, even when I could only play the demo, which was like a solid 3 months, I got to the last mission, and because I always wanted to play Zerg, but they weren't part of the original demo, I would farm them. I would see exactly how the AI worked, and I would destroy the buildings that would let them make combat units, but I would leave the buildings that let them make drones, or, you know, maybe I'd let them keep Zerglings, but not make endless amounts of Hydralisks. I would see exactly how far I could push them before the computer would just give up and stop making drones or hatcheries if I destroyed something. Because at a certain point, it will replace damaged buildings, but after that, it's done. It has given up. So, I was willing to hyperfixate on just that for hours at a time, for months. Imagine how I was when I got the full game, and the Brood War expansion, and later StarCraft 2. Good times. I used to host StarCraft competitions on Thursday nights. And because I was the only one who was obsessed with the game, I tended to win all of them. So we ended up making it us versus the AI. And sometimes we'd win, sometimes we'd get our butts kicked because when you're all going up against elite AI and not everyone knows how to play the game, you can get your tail end handed to you in minutes. Goodbye, sir. I am here for Orc Cells. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, but I've been in the market for a new RTS game, and I haven't seen any good, simple sci-fi ones. Like, there's some for ships, and those are really cool. But I've been looking more for like a land thing where you can mix together the infantry, the artillery, the support craft, and also doesn't take 6.5 years to play a game. There was one that looked kind of promising, called Neurosplicers, I think. I think that's currently in development to come out this year. I don't know. I'll look into it. But there's that, and then I've been tempted to pick up a RTS game as well. Or a fantasy RTS. So I was talking about science fiction. I might go for Total War 3, but I don't want to throw more money at GW right now after all that happened in the animations. I don't want to discuss say ah yes, I love these games, but I am furious with every company there is because there are some good companies out there. I just have a lot of emotional attachment to a lot of games, and so I get a little bit miffed at some things. Let's see. Anyway, if anyone knows of a good RTS game, real-time strategy, for sci-fi or fantasy, please let me know. At me on the Twitter, comment in my YouTube section, post things on the Twitch if you're live and you're hearing this now. If you know any good real-time strategy, please throw it in my general direction and I might give it a go. Just because I don't have as much free time as I'd like, does not mean I'm not gonna squeeze out some time to learn how to play a new game and have some fun. Now, if you caught my Twitter message, you know that the game I intended to play today was Dawn of War 2. And I'll probably still play that at some point, but it'll have to be on my own. Because it doesn't look like I can stream it on this computer. Like, I don't think the computer is the problem in terms of, can it run it? Because this is a pretty new computer. At least it's a lot newer than Dawn of War 2. But at the same time, it just wasn't working. And maybe it's just because I'm trying to run a dozen programs at once, and the game is not meant to be run or to share screen space with a dozen programs. Like, there's no windowless border option or anything that lets me click on my OBS while I'm doing things. So it might just be too old to stream. I don't know. I might have to ask on Twitter, or if you know, please put it in the comment section. How do you stream really old games that do not like sharing screen space when you have two monitors? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, that seems like a lot of fun. I also have the Warhammer Space Marine game, because I do have a lot of love for Warhammer, even now. Whenever I drive home from work every day, I listen to the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast, and it is a great time. I don't know what they're doing right now, because I'm like a year behind. I think right now I'm listening to Orktober stories about Grazgul Urathaka. I put an R where there shouldn't be in that name, but you know what? Gazgul is Urathaka is a hard enough name to remember off the top of my head that I think I should be permitted to say that name however I like. I can talk. I can speak. I can say the English. I am awake. Oh, I'm not using my ability. That's not good. I only got 1 cell and I need like, what, 10? Between this and Harrow. Other missions, I get these things by the hundreds, and it's just when you need them. Like, I got 10 Argon crystals yesterday. 10! How many I needed? None. But oh well. But yeah, I listened to Adeptus Ridiculous. If you are interested in Warhammer lore at all, please go check them out. They are fantastic. They do a good job of explaining, you know, different subjects and making it interesting without going too much into detail and leaving you completely confused and baffled. Especially if you're new. Now, I've been listening to Warhammer videos for a long time, so it's hard to lose me, but sometimes it's just good to just hear a humorous perspective of things, like, ah, yes, they're putting the children in the walls again, because they didn't drink enough forget-me-juice, or creating abominations like Doge Van Dire. I'm not explaining these. You have to go look them up. You have to go find Adeptus Ridiculous and watch them. But yeah, they create those things.
Extraction is ready.
And then...
Continue to defend.
Where was I? Oh yeah.
You will be rewarded for your bravery.
It's just a good laugh. Good time all around. It's not, you know, grim dark all of the time. But yeah. I'll probably play Dawn of War 2 if I get any free time. When I get any free time. And that'll be a good time for me. But that means I should find another game to stream. I don't know how the Minecraft server is going. I haven't been out there in a while, so there's probably a huge lot of stuff I've missed. I don't know when they're moving the story forward. I will have to ask. I haven't been online as much recently because, again, job. It's a good job. It just takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of hard work. But at least recently, I've finally gotten to do some of the things that I love to do at my job, which was great. It was like yesterday. I spent the entire day in the little office. I don't want to say everything that I did because, you know, it's probably not a good idea to tell the entire internet, hey, this is exactly the kind of job I have. But I'll tell you that as an engineer, I was having a fantastic time. That's all you need to know. It also was not the day that I accidentally got my hand wedged in a plasma gutter. Don't do that. That was a less pog day. I don't think I've talked about all the times that I could, about all the very close shaves I've had with almost losing fingers, limbs, my sanity, my health. But my friends know me as someone who is, they need to keep it, they always threaten to drive over here and wrap me completely in bubble wrap. Just completely entombed, cocooned, encased. So I can't possibly accidentally do something else. My friends underestimate me. There we go. Bold of them to assume bubble wrap would stop me. What else was I supposed to do today? I was thinking about picking up a Gunpla at the store. I've got a friend who's really, really into Gunpla, which, if you don't know, those are little Gundam mech models. And since I'm a Warhammer 40k player, I'm roughly familiar with plastic models. It's a slightly different model. It's a slightly different kind of glue. But, you know, scraping, sanding, cutting off all the little nubs. It should be roughly the same. It should be a great time. I gotta death to you. Warframe is such an active game where I'm jumping around all the time, so I don't want to take my hand off the mouse just to get a drink of water, but I should. Oh, let's get back over here. We will hit this button again. I will grab a drink while I cast the spells of the magic. Summon my army. Well, shoot, now I'm covered in water. It's fine, it's fine. If you look really closely at my VTuber model, there are water stains all over it. Because I've always loved the rain, so... Like, granted, it doesn't make... Like, if this computer system was built in a facility, there's probably cracks in the ceiling where it just rains through. Just, you know, not a huge amount of time, just a steady drip, drip, drip. Steady and constant. It's just there in the back of your mind. At least where you forget it's there. Just like the creaking of your house. You don't notice it until you settle down to sleep. I don't think I've actually... Like, when I was a kid, I remember the house creaking all the time and just settling in different directions. And, you know, when you're a kid, that's terrifying sometimes. Not for me, of course. I was never scared of the dark. I was, however, scared of what was in the dark. So, no. Bad analogy got a little bit away from me, but that's okay. This is partially why I am playing Inaros, so that I don't, or not Inaros, Necros. So I don't have to pay attention to anything. All of my summons do that for me. What's that? You expected me to play the game that I sat down to play? Ridiculous. Yeah, building mechs, wheeling Gunpla should be fun. Did anyone watch an anime called Gundam Build Fighters? I'm not going to spoil too much of it, but essentially, it is a really, really good anime, especially the first season. That is, on one hand, yes, it's like the Lego movie. You are watching a commercial, but it's a darn good commercial. It actually, like, on one hand, it's cool action. It's these people who are following their dreams and building up, you know, playing at their hobby. They're being creative. They're building things that they're proud of. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of passion. That's really cool. And, you know, it does inspire you to do those things yourself, so you may find yourself wanting to build Gunpla after it. Fortunately, what saved me when I was a kid is that I was perpetually broke, so I could not buy them even if I wanted to. But now that I'm older and have a job, I hear that they sell models at one of the local stores for like $10, for like a really cheap one. Or $20 for, you know, a decent one. And I have some ideas. Alright, I'm not just gonna sit here and make you guys watch me play the same mission over and over again. We will find something else to do. Da, da, da. Let's do those story missions that I never got a chance to do. And because I mentioned them. I've been wanting to do them, but I haven't seen what they are yet. I'll have to find out whether it's the day or the night cycle. Alrighty. So we're gonna swap back to my mainframe. That's this computer joke right there, the mainframe. Let's go. Sorry. There we are. then we're gonna go check out those new missions based on the new... I don't remember what the rewards for those were. I thought there was something special about them. Night in 54 minutes. I can't remember if it's the day or night cycle. We'll find out. Let's go. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for murder. Won't you die? Won't you die? Alright. Go up here. This is new. No, it isn't. I don't remember this. I just never stopped to appreciate the scenery. And inhale smoke. I've always loved airships. Airships are so cool. Alright. You know, one day, chat. One day I'm gonna fly something like that in real life. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, we're gonna head around here. Through here.
I give you coordinates.
Do they have
You
the
go
mission
in,
that we are looking
work.
for?
Nobody but you comes out. Good?
Narmer! Here we are.
Alright, chop,
Let's
chop.
find the Narmer mission. Find out what we've got ourselves into.
The Narmer beast is wounded, but still
There's a
kicking.
beast involved?
Every time
I thought there was a
Narmer
mind
goes,
control cult.
We must chop it off.
What?
Sending you after the
Oh,
latest
it
failhead
was-
boss killer.
it-
You know what to do.
It was a metaphorical beast. Alright. Figurative. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Our target is nearby.
A beautiful day to commit murder. Won't you die?
Our
Won't you
target is
die?
about to receive
Ah.
pieces of a communications array in a supply
And
drop.
let's get
Interrupt
there
the
a
drop
little
and
faster.
destroy the equipment.
Look at these ships. How cool they are. Alright. We'll worry about that later. A little bit faster. And
Among these troops is a resupply beacon.
kill enemies in the area. Alright. Should be a piece of cake. One up. It's like we're on the ground. You look important.
Supply beacon, I will
And you
call
are
the
dead.
drop.
Now where's... There we are.
Supplies are dropping now.
You know, how many ships have to be in the air just pointing torpedo tubes full of people at Earth? Yep, they're mind controlled. And the regular Grineer are just okay with this?
There's a supply beacon.
Or do you think they'll fight each other if I leave them to each other? Next group's
comes
over
the
here.
supply pod. Destroy the supplies before the enemy can get their hands on it.
I don't know what the story is. There's probably some kind of story about this.
There's the
Oh.
supply beacon.
We have taken a lot of damage. We will be invincible for the next couple seconds. Bring ourselves a little ghost friend. There's the bats I told you
Last
about.
pod. Destroy the supplies.
That looks so
Their
cool.
comms just lit up.
Boreal's
Not happy
Anguish.
about what you just did.
What does that
Let's
do?
keep it that way.
I hope it's a good mod. Wonder what it does. And
Seized intelligence has revealed the location of the commander's camp, liberating it from him. You've reached the location. Clear out any nearby hostiles.
there we are. Such a beautiful day. I'm not gonna be able to stream long today, chat. Granted, I probably should have picked a day when I had more time for Dawn of War 2, which was the original plan. But a lot of things didn't go as planned today.
Do not let them take it.
What's my stream title again? I think it's something about technical difficulties. Hello there. Death. Ah. I really thought I could kill that. They must. I wonder if they buffed those. There you are. And there you go. Got him. Alright. We have 84 health. Let's be a little bit on the safe side. Here's my pet. Hello there, friend. There are many infested fox creatures, but this one is my favorite. Please don't die. Ah, I died. Fortunately, that will not stop me from killing people. Unfortunately, I don't see people to kill. Ah. Thank you. Radiate. Oh, it's a nice find. More things to feed the helmet. I just killed some poor defenseless animal and took its claw. We'll pretend that never happened. What other kind of game should I play, chat? I have a few. Ah! Where is he? Time to repay a favor. There we are. He was texting. And I can't see my keyboard in the dark.
Captured the camp. The commander has retreated to
Caliban. Okay. So that is the new sentient Warframe. I saw a lot of people who had him like opening day.
A supply drop to quell unrest among his troops.
So either he's really easy to get, or maybe they bought him. I don't know. I don't know which one it is yet. I hope he's easier than Haro is.
Grab it. Good. Now insert that data mass into the console.
Let's just head over
If they
here.
destroy the console, we'll never get the vault open.
So other games I have Valheim. I have all those Narmer Whoozy Wussits. There's Narmer what now? I guess that these guys drop some kind of resource that we wouldn't normally find. That's only for Caliban, maybe? I don't know. We're on our first mission. Our first mission in this particular type. So we don't know what we're doing yet. Oh, are the ships possessed too? That's kind of cool. So we have Valheim, we have Frostpunk. Frostpunk kicked my tail end. I have never played a city builder before, and that one is, for someone who is inexperienced as me, I had no idea what I was doing. And in Frostpunk, every second counts. Or every day, I suppose. But still. But I would be willing to play it again because it's such a beautiful game. You see so few stories that take place in like a Frostpunk setting where it's cold, but there's cool technology, and or even like a heat punk would be cool too, I think. Like if you had steampunk-esque machines, but in the desert. Forest punk. What would forest punk look like? It's not cottagecore. Like we're talking like it's still got the machines and stuff, but you know it's deep in the woods. So it's like if the elves became steampunk. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
We're in.
And we got Endo, which is
Mission complete.
not what we wanted, but it is a resource that I'm always happy to have more of. I need like millions of it all of the
We
time.
don't have much time. An enemy drone has crashed in your area.
If it's 900, that might be enough to level up the new
drone
mod
is
just got.
nearby. Find it and hack it.
Rise and fall armor.
That's it. The drone is under our control now.
Now
Escort
we
it
just
to the
protect
extraction
this.
point before the enemy can destroy it.
I didn't make any troops that can attack, or any guns that can attack air units, so this will be interesting.
They're
You notice
sending
that
another
the
wave to take out the drone.
Archwing in
Stay
Warframe
vigilant.
has, they're like wings that attach right to your lower spine, like the angel. Like if you watch anime, the angels and demons, instead of having the wings attached to their shoulders like they do in Western comics and literature and such, they all seem to attach right above their hips. I wonder why that is. I'd love to know. My chat box on my other screen keeps
Stay vigilant.
losing connections to Twitch, and I stopped paying attention for a couple seconds and died. Whoopsie. Thanks. Yeah. You know, in StarCraft, back when I used to play it, actually, I need to stop saying you know all the time.
They're sending
But
another wave to
back when I
take
played
out the drone.
StarCraft,
Stay
we had the gamer salute at the beginning of every match, GLHF, or some variant of it, which stood for good luck, have fun. And at the end of every match, you would end with GG.
I'm sorry, little friend.
Are there any other games where, you know, that's still standard procedure? No, it's where you salute each other before and after the match? Or is that more of a culture for just StarCraft?
They're sending
GG
another
is
wave
probably
to take
used,
out
but
the drone.
I've heard it's used for
Stay
BMing
vigilant.
purposes now, and I don't know. I'm old,
The
chat.
drone is ours.
I've been out of the
Analyze
game for a
phase
while.
2. Excellent. A possible lead.
There's a lot of things that
The commander
I've just
is
been
in the area.
living under a rock for.
Scanning.
Even when I was young,
Okay, Tenno. See if you can draw the commander out.
I couldn't watch TV all the time. Oh, like ever. We would record shows that we thought were really cool, and then we'd watch them as a family later. It was a good time. But also meant that, like, whenever there was, like, cartoons, like The Last Avatar, or Teen Titans, or whatever, I didn't get to watch them. I did watch Teen Titans on YouTube. Or, you know, from sources. A couple of years ago, before said sources disappeared. So I didn't miss that per se in the grand scheme of things.
Never was much hope.
Am I rambling? Yes. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Even less hope when he's got
Narmer ISO class. That must be the resource he was talking about. Bonus
There'll be
Neferi
another one
blueprints.
clapping on the veil he dropped soon enough.
Interesting. Alright. Let's head back home. He needs the whip one. There's a whip one? Wait. I'm so confused. Sure, I can go again. Ah. That's fair.
He's wounded, but still
So I'll probably play this, and then I will get off for the day. I have things I gotta do, and ideally I'll be awake for at least one of them.
You're nearing the armored vault. Take out the surrounding guards. One of them is carrying a data mass, and will need that to get inside.
Whoops. Watch, ready to fly in.
They dropped the data mass. Grab it. Good. Now insert that
I
data
completely
mass
forgot
into
everything
the
I was talking about, but that's fine.
If they destroy the console, we'll never get the vault open.
Part of the nice thing is just being able to play a video game again. Good to be back. Now, I have a visitor this weekend. So I may not be on streaming next weekend, but we will see. All depends on how things go. I think about balancing my time on Saturdays. Is that Saturday morning is also the only time that I have free that my RP group also has free. That's why I wasn't here last week. I prioritized setting up the new place for us all to go. Drachenhausen. Matilda's castle. It's a beautiful place. Quiet. Peaceful. With a lot more secrets than one would think. And I haven't revealed all of them yet. But yeah, some weeks I'll probably focus more on that. I'll come here to stream. Some weeks I might focus more on here. I don't think I can do both at the same time. I don't think that, you know, opening Discord and typing messages in chat would, you know, doing the RP thing would be quite as interesting for you guys as, you know, playing a game or even drawing. I do need to draw more things. I have a VTuber to rig, or to draw my next model, and if you were here early enough to this stream, you would have seen the PNG tuber that I was going to start with. My impatience got the better of me though, and I drew my current model, rigged it myself, and started streaming with that. And, you know, it isn't perfect, but I was very proud of it. But it's... now that I've made it, I've got so many more ideas. So many cool things I want to do with the next model, and you guys are not ready for it. Whenever I end up making it, I don't think anyone's gonna see it coming. It's really cool. It makes me very happy. So one of these days, I'll actually have to sit down and start drawing it. And it might take me a couple days, at least. Ideally, I'll work on it for like a half hour every day during the week. I do not know if that's a realistic goal. I hope so. I hope that as I get a little bit better at time management and, you know, keeping with my schedule along with my new job, figuring out, you know, when do I cook? When do I pack lunch? When do I, you know, the logistics of adulting with a new job and a new place. Once I have all that figured out, I should have more time to follow my passions and work on things. Once I have it all figured out, I'll have more time to draw, I'll have more time to stream, I'll have more time to play video games. streaming will depend on how much energy I have too. You can probably tell I'm kind of a low energy person. I don't get hyped most of the time. I probably do in some videos. Just because, like, when the new war came out, I was super excited for all of it. But most of the time, I'm pretty chill. I just kinda exist. Committing the murder. And just, you know, I usually start out with a plan of everything. Like, I could probably plan all the things I want to talk about in a stream, like, ah, yes, today I want to talk about why Hawaiian pizza is clearly the superior type of pizza. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong. But that would involve making a plan, and as you all know, nothing ever goes entirely according to plan. In the past, when I've tried to do something like that, which is before I became a VTuber,
Our target is about to receive pieces. Among these troops is a resupply. Find it and take it.
Sometimes I would think of something that I wanted to talk about, and then I'd remember like one of those things, and I would forget everything else.
Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
Supplies are dropping now. Destroy
I don't know. Is it better to prepare things ahead of time and have things to talk about, or to just, you know, come up with whatever happens on the fly? Because you probably will anyway.
There's the supply quickly. So I can call in the drop.
I'm awake. I woke up today. I didn't stay up until 3 AM talking to my friends in a Discord call. What are you talking about?
Here comes the supply pod.
That's the funny thing about
Destroy the
Discord
supplies
calls.
before the enemy
I
get their hands on them.
very rarely join them. And I love my friends. I love them dearly. But being in a call, especially when there's a lot of people, has a lot of overlapping voices, and you can't keep track of everyone, and it's like, ah! So, it's very rare that I actually join them, but when I do, I tend to stay for a very long time. Especially if it's only like a couple friends, and they're all good friends of mine. Oh! I almost forgot. This is extremely important to me that
Take that supply
everybody remembers this. So if you're still around at the end of the stream, I want everyone to remember, go wish Chibidoki a happy birthday.
Destroy the
Chibidoki is another VTuber. It is important to me that you wish her a happy birthday if you see her in Twitch or YouTube or anywhere. And you're wondering, why is it so important that you wish Chibidoki a happy birthday? What if I watch this on the VOD and, you know, it's like a week from now? Don't worry, that's perfectly fine. You see, for the last, like, month, Chibidoki keeps telling us it's not her birthday, day after day. And you know what? She's gotta be wrong eventually. Eventually, she's going to be wrong. It will be her birthday. And I am not gonna miss it. So, if you are a fan of Chibidoki's, if you watch her streams or her YouTube or follow her Twitter, wish her a very happy birthday. This is your public service announcement.
Stay vigilant.
Just a few more missions left. And then I got someplace to be tonight. Friends to visit, things to do. Gonna hang out with the boys, IRL. Are you lost, sir? I sure am.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Banana. It's beginning to look a lot like murder. Everywhere you go. And it's such a shame love is screaming my name. As I leave their blood trails in the snow.
Stay vigilant.
Let's
Turn the
go.
light on.
What?
Turn the light on.
Yeah. Ah. It seems everyone else has gotten home. And so I will have to get off in very soon. Just gotta finish 2 more missions. Yeah. Alright, chat, cover your ears. Welcome home!
They're
Alright.
sending another wave to
I apologize to any headphone users that may or may not be in chat. Or watching the VOD. Or wherever you might be. I apologize in advance? Yeah, in advance. Time travel is so weird. You did not leave. Just, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I taught someone else how to time travel, and they fell asleep. They were so bored about me explaining the fundamentals of time travel. They're like, no, I would. It's midnight. I'm going to bed. I'm like, okay. Chat, if someone offers you the secrets of the universe, take it. You may not get a second chance at it. Explosion. I suppose it depends on what kinds of secrets there's. Like, you stare into the void of the Elder Tour.
Stay vigilant.
You might be terrified of what you find. Unless it's Miz, in which case you're gonna have a great time. Go watch Miz. He is on YouTube. They are on the Twitch. They are on the Twitter. Go watch them. If you don't, I will go to your house and I will eat your shoes.
Scanning. He's hiding. Okay, Tenno. See if you can draw the commander out.
Fast a couple more. The advantages of equipping what is essentially a grenade launcher. You remove a lot of problems really quickly. Remember, if you're in a video game and you have a problem, shoot it. Because then, either you don't have a problem, or you have a different problem.
That's
You're
it.
welcome.
The target
Problem solving with
will
Vox.
fight. Make it their last.
Goodbye, sir. Welcome to my world.
Never was
And there we
much
go.
hope of reasoning with that Branier.
Nice,
Even
peaceful
less
little
so
day.
when he's got a head full of blood-red.
And remember where we parked?
There'll be another
It
one
is- there we
climbing
go.
on the bear he dropped soon enough.
I haven't been on this map in a while. Ah, you can still see the airships from. Gee. Okay, you can see the town on the other side. It'd be cool if you could fly over it. Oh well. Alright, we go in here. And that's a wrap. Alright, what does this do? Reduces damage by 20% while airborne. And it reduces gravity while aim gliding. With that? No. For... Wisp. Like, she already... Like, the mod that I have already gives a flat 90%. That's significantly better. What are you doing? Hello. How are you flying? That's a neat trick. Alright. Chat, it's been great having you. Thank you for stopping by. It is time for me to go. So. There we are. That's so cool. Okay. Thank you for joining me. At this moment, I don't think there's anyone live, so we won't be raiding anybody. Maybe in the future. That's gonna be exciting. One day, I want to show up at someone else's stream with like 100 people and be like, "Hello, I have come to say hello and to send my regards and to wish you a very nice stream." I think that's how raiding works. Anyway, that will be all. So, thank you, chat. And I'm glad that even if it was only for an hour and it was not what we planned, I'm glad that you could join me. Have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Farewell.